With a political deadlock on Capitol Hill over a federal spending bill and whether to fund Obamacare could have far-reaching consequences for millions of Americans if the federal government begins a partial shutdown.
As for what it all means, Delane Cleveland reached out to a nationally recognized expert in politics. He joins us from St. Paul with more. Delane?
Yeah, Mike and Alex, all eyes are on Congress right now as the federal government inches toward a partial shutdown. Joining me here is Professor David Schultz to sort it out, a political scientist from Hamline University. Professor Schultz, first, I guess if you could just tell me, if this does indeed happen, who is going to be impacted the most by a partial shutdown?
It'll impact three groups of people. First, it'll affect the 800,000 federal employees being laid off who won't be paid. Second, it'll affect the poor who in many situations will not be able to get services. And third, for those people who are going on vacation who want to go to, let's say, Washington, to any of the museums or camp in the federal parks, they will be affected.
Certainly Congress has very low approval ratings right now. If this does indeed happen, which party do you think is going to take the brunt of the pushback, so to speak?
The Republicans will probably take the brunt of it. And I say that because of two reasons. First, back in 1995-96, during the last shutdown, Republicans, who also were in control of Congress, took most of the blame for it. Second, right now, public opinion polls suggest that the American public does not like Obamacare, but by overwhelming numbers say, don't shut down the government, and we don't want Obamacare to fail. So Republicans will take the biggest brunt.
And in terms of who has more leverage then, could you comment on that perhaps?
Leverage goes to the Democrats and goes to Barack Obama at this point. Again, the longer the government is shut down or partially shut down, the more the American public will get angry, and probably the pressures will be on the House of Representatives to reach some type of settlement.
The final question real quick, do we reach a new low, so to speak, if this does indeed happen?
I'm not sure if it's a new low. We've had shutdowns before. It probably just confirms the sort of the low points in terms of the fact that there's been lots of controversy and bad views and bad public opinion about Congress in the last 20 years. This just sort of reconfirms that for many people, that Congress can't get anything done.
All right, thank you very much. David Schultz joining us from Hamline University. Mike and Alex, I'll turn it back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Delane. And the last federal government shutdown lasted 21 days. That was December 15th of 1995 to January 6th of 1996. That shutdown resulted from a disagreement over tax cuts between then President Bill Clinton and House Speaker Newt Gingrich.